Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Roots of Knowledge. My name is Liaquat Zaman. We're going through Arabic poetry. This is the poem of al Mutanabbi. If you like my work, please don't forget to hit the likes button, subscribe button, and let's continue. Now, this poem is quite a long poem, so I have to break it down in several sessions, inshallah. He says, أهلا بدار سباك أغيدها أبعد ما بان عنك خردها ظلت بها تنطوي على كبد نضيجة فوق خلبها يدها يا حادي عيسها وأحسبني أوجد ميتا قبيل أفقدها قفا قليلا بها علي فلا أقل من نظرة أزودها ففي فؤاد المحب نار جوى أحر نار الجحيم أبردها. So he says, أهلا بدار. أهلا can mean welcome. Welcome to a place. May Allah make you welcome. So it could be a dua with a hidden ja'ala Allahu ahlan. Now, ahlan is a word which is used for when someone is inviting someone. You might have heard me say a lot, and you might have heard others say as well, ahlan. So it comes to the word to be qualified for something. Bidar, dar is an abode. Dar is also used for a house. You call it a dar, which has multiple rooms and floors. And then saba, yasbi. Saba, it means to capture someone. So to make someone captive in a war, you say saba. Right, so from the word sabyun. And ka is you. Aghyaduha. Aghyad is a description of a woman who has very, very soft skin, soft body. And this is generally a description to describe the beauty of someone. Now, one of the things that you have to be familiar with classical Arabic poetry is there is a lot of description with regards to the lover, the beloved, and descriptions of women, and also other things as well. So you have to be familiar with the characteristics that the Arabs generally attribute when it comes to these topics. So Aghyad is describing a very young woman. Maybe this woman is a virgin woman. Her skin is very soft. And as the woman gets older, her skin loses that tenderness. So أهلا بدار سباك أغيدها. Ahlan, welcome to an abode. Sabaka aghyaduha, where the soft young lady, she captivates you, she captures you like an enemy would capture their enemy. So this lady, so it's saying basically, this is such an amazing place where you just have one glance at the ladies of this place and you will be captivated by them. You will become their slaves. أبعد ما بان عنك خرج. أبعد, it means to be the furthest. So if it's an ism, it would be أبعد. If it's a fi'l, it would be أبعد يبعد. Generally, this would be أبعد. So أبعد, the أغيد, this woman who is this very beautiful young woman, أبعد is the furthest. ما بان عنك. بان يبين, it means to be separated. Right, this word has come in many of the poems that I have done in the past. If you know any of them, put it in the comments below. Anka khurraduha. So khurrad is the gem of kharida. Kharida is a woman who is extremely shy. So the extremely shy woman, in other words, ab'adu ma bana anka, the furthest, the lady who is the furthest from you and has separated from you, is the one that captures you. So ahlan bidarin. So may Allah make you welcome, or you are welcome to an abode, to a home, a place where sabaka aghyadaha, where the young beautiful woman captures your heart, captures you. Ab'adu, who is the most distant, ma bana anka khurraduha, the ones, the lady who, or the ladies who are the most modest and shy, those are the ones whose separation from you is the furthest, yet they are the ones who captivate you. ظلت بها تنطوي على كبد. Now this word is actually from the word ظل, which means to remain, right? So what we call the أفعال ناقصة, if you ever heard of كان أخواتها. So this is from the word ظل, يظل. So ظلت, it would originally have been ظللت or ظللت. So this dhil is one of the lambs has actually been removed. So you have ظلت. you remained. Like you say, ظل زيد في البيت. Zayd remained in the home. So ظلت, you remained بها, at that home. تنطوي على كبد. Now, let me explain something before we actually continue. So this poem is actually not about a woman, by the way. This poem is actually about a guy called Muhammad ibn Ubaidillah al-Hashimi. Muhammad ibn Ubaidillah al-Hashimi. So what poets used to do in the past were to praise people, right? So this was one of the ways they make their money as well. They go around praising. Imagine, for example, someone made a movie about someone and that person was very famous. That person might generously donate to them a gift. So what Mutanabbi usually does is he does this kind of thing where he goes around praising these very rich celebrities and then gets handouts from them. So here, Mutanabbi, what he normally will do is when he is praising a human being, a male, he will actually use the same method of what we call ghazal. Ghazal is poetry where you are describing the beauty or something about women, love, romance. So he kind of sort of like uses that sort of description of the passion he has for the woman and uses it for the passion and the love that he has for this particular individual. Okay, so this is something you are going to find quite often. It doesn't mean that he is in love with this man like he would be in love with the woman. No, it simply is just drawing a little resemblance between how the poets explain themselves, express themselves. So ظلت بها. So he's talking to this fictitious person, like he's talking to himself. He said, oh listener, oh the one, oh Mutanabbi, ظلت بها تنطوي, you remained at that place. تنطوي على كبد. So tawa, it means to twist over something and to be bent over something. So usually when you're really upset, you bend down. تنطوي على كبد, so you are bent over a liver. Now, liver is generally used in Arabic poetry to describe the place where love emanates. Heart is sometimes called the center of emotions, and sometimes the liver as well. And the liver and the heart are very close together. So he's saying, Vilta, you remained at that location when these beautiful women disappeared, when they left that abode. They had captured your heart, and now you're upset, you're sad. So Vilta biha tantawi. So you remained at that location. Tantawi, bent over. Ala kabidin, over a liver. Nadijatin. Now, nadaja, it means to become mature. Like when you cook something and it starts to roast. So nadija is actually when a person is in extreme pain, the liver, the Arabs describe it as becoming mature, is starting to burn. So this person has this burning desire inside of themselves of missing that person, wanting to be with that individual. ظلت بها تنطوي. So you remained upon that tantawi ala kabidin, bent over this liver that is nadija, that is matured, that has now is burning inside. فوق خلبها يدها. And on top, فوق means on top. خلب, it's referring to, either it refers to the skin of your body that's on top of the liver. So you have the liver and then you have skin. So he's saying your hand is firmly pressed against this, the khilb. Meaning that you feel this pain inside and you're trying to remedy this pain, but it's not working. You're bent over, just like when someone has been, punched in this part of the body. You feel a very, very similar pain. So that pain you can't control. You're trying to ease the pain, but you can't. Zilta, you remained, O Mutanabbi. Tantawi ala kabidin, bent over this liver that has now started to burn inside. فوق خلبها يدها. فوق خلبها. On top of it is her hand. So it's interesting. So it's as though he's imagining her hand pressing against it. So he's imagining now this lady is there, even though she's gone. Her hand is pressing against this part of the body. Ya hadi ya'isiha. So hadi is the person. In the olden days, they would have camels. And to make the camels go faster, you can either, hit them with a stick, or you can have a guy at the front who actually sings a melodious tune. And that melodious tune gets the camels motivated, and the camels will actually go. So it's like the accelerator for camels. It's called a hadi. So a hadi, you might have heard of, the word hadi al-arwah. Hadi al-arwah. So hadi is the singer. So ya hadi Ais, and Ais is a camel. Aisiha, ya hadiyay. Oh, the two Oh, the two singers. Now, why two? So poetry has this strange thing in Arabic where sometimes when you're talking to someone, sometimes you make them double, right? You'll learn more about this as we go through the poetry. So for now, just accept this. He's talking to two. It's as though these people have packed all their luggage, they've packed all their bags, and they put it onto the camels, and they're about to leave. And these what you want to call them, leading. Let me know in the comments how you would describe these individuals. So ya hadiyay isiha. Oh, the two hadis, the two drivers of the camels. Ais is another word for camel. Wa ahsabuni, I believe myself, I see myself. Ujad, existing. Wajada yajidu, existing. Maytan, dead, or being dead. Qubayla afqiduha, before. Qabl, and then qubayl is tasghir. So right before afqiduha, I miss her, as in I lose her. So what is he basically saying is, please, oh, the ones who are going to drive the camels, I am in such pain out of love and passion. I feel as though even before I miss her, even before she's gone, I will die. Please listen to me. Qifa qalilan. Waqafa yaqifu, it means to stop. Qifa means both of you, please stop. Qalilan, for a short while. Biha, at that location. At the house. Bidar. Alayya means in front of me. Now this is a bit funny. Waqaftu ala Zayd, it means I stopped at Zayd. So Zayd was there and I stopped. So just say you're driving your car and all of a sudden Zayd comes in front and you stop the car. You say waqaftu ala Zayd, I stopped for Zayd. So qifa, oh please both of you stop. Qalilan, for a short while. Biha could either go back to the dar or going back to the lady. Alayya, for me, or in front of me. فلا أقل من نظرة أزودها. فلا أقل, so فلا أقل من نظرة. So أقل means little. من نظرة, نظرة means a glance. And أزودها. So زود يزود, it means, it's from the word zad. Zada yazudu. Zawwada yuzawwidu. It means to give someone provisions. So someone is out of provisions, someone's out of petrol, someone's out of food, you stock them up. You say zawwadtuhu. So fala aqalla, then at least. Fala aqalla, then at least. Min nadratin, let me get a glance. Uzawwaduha, which can fill my provisions, which can nourish the emptiness inside of me. It's as though he is hungry, like he's got this hungry love for her, and the only thing that he wants is just one glance at her, and then you can go. Is this love or is this love? Qifa qalilan biha alayya. Stop, both of you, please stop for a short while in front of me. Fala aqalla, then at least. So at least min nadratin, the minimum is a nadra, one glance. Uzawwaduha, which I can make as provision for myself and nourish myself. Uzawwaduha, I can nourish that nadra. فَفِي فُؤَادِ الْمُحِبِّ نَارُ جَوَى. For indeed, in the heart, fu'ad is another word for heart, the part of the heart where there's lots of emotion, you call it a fu'ad. For indeed, in the heart of the beloved, nar is a fire. Jawa is a word that's used for passion, fervor, passion that a person has inside of them. So for in the heart of the lover is this fire of passion. Aharru, so aharru is ism tafdil, which is hotter than the nar al-jahim, the fire of Jahannam. Now he could be referring to Jahim as in a very hot fire. Abraduha. So aharru min nar al-jahim, it is the coolest of it, the coolest of this fire that I have inside of me. The coolest of this fire that I have inside of me is hotter than nar al-jahim. Aharru nar al-jahim abraduha, meaning if you compared the nar of jahim, the coolest of the fires that I have inside of myself is hotter than the hottest of jahim. Now this is exaggeration. As I mentioned to you before, this type of poetry is filled with exaggeration. It's filled with all this flowery language, colorful words and expressions which create these emotions inside of yourself. Let me know what you think of this poem. I'm trying to translate the poem for you guys so that you guys can grasp the kind of themes and the kind of wordings that you should get used to when you're listening to this poem. Inshallah, as we go through the poems, you'll understand a lot of how Mutanabbi thinks, the language that he uses, and you'll understand the style that he has. This is the most important thing. All right. So, I mean, what I like about this poem is the way that he describes this woman, this fictitious woman that he has, and this separation. Right. So he's kind of creating that he's passionate about her, and he wants to link this in with, like we said, Muhammad ibn Ubaidillah al-Hashimi. Right. So this is the guy he's going to praise later on. Remember, the poem is not over yet. He's going to be praising him. And he's describing all of this, trying to show how he is lovesick. He is lovesick, and that lovesickness can be described as what he feels for Muhammad ibn Ubaidillah al-Hashimi. Ahlan bidarin sabak aghiyaduha. Welcome to a home, or may Allah make you into a place, a home. Bidarin sabak aghiyaduha, where the most beautiful of the women, they captivate your heart. Ab'adu, who are the most distant one that has separated from you, is the khurraduha. The shyest of the women are the ones. Dhilta biha tantawi ala kabidin. You remained bent over a liver that has burnt. Nadija. Fawqa khilbiha yaduha. Her hand can be felt on top of that. Ya hadiya isiha. Oh, the guiders, oh the lead, oh the drivers of the camels. Wa ahsabuni. I see myself ujad, existing dead. I see myself as mayitan. Qubayla afqiduha. Right before, even before afqiduha, I'm gonna lose her. Qifa qalin, please stop, both of you, for a short while. Alayya, in front of me. Fala aqalla, then at least min nadratin, one glance. Uzawwaduha, which can nourish it. Fafi fu'adil muhibbi, for in the heart of the beloved is a fire of passion. Aharruna al-jahim, the hottest of the fire of Jahim is its coolest. طيب يقول أهلا بدار سباك أغيدها. يعني هنا المتنبي قد قال هذا الشعر في بداية حياته، وكان يحب أن يمدح الآخرين. ومن سنة أو من عادة هذا الشاعر أنه يأتي بتشبيهات، يأتي بكلام يعني يذكر فيه محاسن النساء. وهذه محاسن النساء ليس لامرأة خاصة، بل هي امرأة خيالية. لماذا يفعل هذا؟ هذا إن شاء الله نحن سنفهمها بعد عندما نقرأ كثيرا من شعر هذا الشاعر. طيب، فهو يريد أن يشبه الحب الذي عنده لمحمد ابن عبيد الله الهاشمي بحبه لامرأة. نعم. طيب، يقول أهلا، يعني أسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يجعلك أهلا بدار، ببيت، بمسكن سباك أغيدها، يعني أجمل النساء عندهم الأبكار. سباك يعني قد اصطاد قلبك. أبعد ما بان، وتلك المرأة هي أبعد ما ذهبت عنك. خردها، هؤلاء النساء اللاتي محتشمات، اللاتي يعني أكثر حياء، أشد حياء. ذلت بها تنطوي على كبد، يعني أنت بقيت، يعني أصبحت، صرت، بقيت بها، بهذا الدار، تنطوي على كبد، يعني أنت تشعر بالألم في كبدك. الكبد الذي نضيجة، يعني صار محرقة. فوق خلبها يدها، فوق الجلد الذي فوق الكبد تشعر بيدها ملموسة فوقها. يا حادي عيسها، يا سائقي الإبل. وأحسبني، يعني أنا أرى نفسي أوجد ميتا، سأموت، سأكون ميتا. قبيل أفقدها، قبيل أن أراها تفارقني. قفا قليلا، يا سائقي قفا قليلا، يعني ابقى هنا قليلا علي، أمامي، فلا أقل، حتى يكون أقل شيء من نظرة أزودها، يعني نظرة واحدة لحبيبتي. أزودها يعني يملأني يعني غذاء يغذي قلبي. ففي فؤاد المحب نار جوى. ففي قلب الرجل الذي يعني مشتاق إلى المرأة ومحب لها نار محرقة جدا، أحر نار الجحيم أبردها. يعني لو أخذت أحر نار الجحيم لوجدت أن الحر الذي في نفس هذا المحب يكون يعني أبردها. طيب جزاكم الله خير، شكرا، وإن شاء الله أتمنى لكم أن تحبوا هذا الشعر إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله I will see you guys next time. If you want to support my channel, please hit the like button, subscribe button, and leave a comment as well. If you want to support my channel, become a patron inshallah. Thank you very much. I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.